I'm Melissa Hayes Smith. I'm the Archdeacon for the Episcopal Diocese of Southwestern Virginia. And I would like to share some thoughts about Maundy Thursday, which is the Thursday service in Holy Week. The word Maundy is derived from the Latin word that means command, mandatum. And in our gospel reading for Maundy Thursday, from the 13th chapter of John, we recognize that Jesus is commanding his disciples and thus commanding us. It reads, "I give you a new commandment, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you also should love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." But Jesus does not just verbally command. He also demonstrates it in a way that's unmistakable and also disquieting for his disciples. He sets about washing their feet. We read that Peter has a hard time accepting this, and it's a normal thing for feet to be washed, but that's the job of a servant or a slave, certainly not a rabbi, and most certainly not your Lord's job. But Jesus will not take no for an answer, and he completes his task of foot washing, which is one of the final acts of love that he shows to his disciples. We can relate to Peter's discomfort with this arrangement. Let's just be real here. Many of us do not like foot washing in Holy Week. In fact, it's something that is dreaded. And we rarely show up for foot washing with dirty feet that somebody truly has to clean. Instead, our feet typically are clean and well manicured. It seems to be a line that most of us choose not to cross. But what would it mean to allow ourselves to be real, to humble ourselves, and to allow someone else to serve us in this humble way, like Peter had to? Isn't this the very reason we choose to reenact foot washing on Maundy Thursday? It is a real and very powerful reminder of how we are to live in order to follow Jesus. Love of neighbor requires humility and the realization that we are no better than our neighbor. Perhaps one way to look at it is we are nothing more than our feet, and that's our feet before a pedicure. The power of foot washing is inherent in the action of lovingly washing something that is not particularly beautiful. The power comes from the practice of serving others as a true servant, not out of our largesse. The reenactment of foot washing shows that at least in that moment, we reject the world's idea of what is beautiful and worthy, and are more interested in the power that comes from God's transcendent love. And if we truly seek to follow Jesus, that is the only power that we need.